Hello everyone, my name is Alfredo. Thank you for joining me for this essential phishing training presentation. In this presentation, we're going to do a quick rundown and overview of understanding and identifying some phishing attacks. So first off, what is phishing? Phishing can be defined as a cyber attack that uses disguised emails, messages, or websites to trick victims into revealing personal information. Understanding phishing is crucial to protect both personal information and organizational data. Next, let's discuss some common types of phishing. First off, we have spear phishing. Spear phishing are targeted attacks on specific individuals or organizations. Next, there's whaling, which is an attack that's aimed at high profile targets, such as executives of a company. Next is generic email phishing, which are mass distributed fraudulent emails that can appear legitimate. We also have smishing, which are attacks that come via text message, as well as vishing, which are attacks that are conducted over the phone. Next, let's take a deeper look at these common types of phishing. We'll begin with spear phishing. Spear phishing is a personalized phishing attack that targets specific individuals and often appears to come from a known or trusted source. An example of such is an email from a colleague asking for sensitive information. Let's take a look at a spear phishing example. So if you want, pause the video so that you can take a quick overview before I discuss it. If we take a look, we can see that this is appearing to be an email coming from the IT support team. It's asking for John Doe to update his password immediately. And if we break down this email, we see a few different things. One is the personalized greeting. It's actually mentioning John Doe by his name. Two is a sense of urgency. John Doe needs to update his password immediately because the system has detected unauthorized access to his account. Three, there is a link to click to update the password. If you hover over that link, you would be able to see where that link will take you to. In this case, for presentation's sake, I have a fake link there representing if you actually hovered over it. And then the signature says best regards IT support team. That's something to consider and to ask yourself. Does that look like something your IT team would normally send? Would their signature just be IT support team, or would it be their name, the title, an image? And then the last thing at the bottom is that it says, please contact IT support at support@company.com if you have any questions. Well, that email is different than the from email at the top. So all of these things are red flags and they raise doubt. Best thing you can do is contact your IT department at a known good email or phone number and ask them if this is in fact legit. Next, we have generic email phishing. A generic phishing email sent to large numbers of people. It often contains links to fake websites or requests for personal information. Some examples are fake bank notifications and lottery winnings. Let's take a look at a generic email phishing example. Can you spot what's wrong with this email? Pause the video and take a look and see if you can see the different things that are red flags. Now that you've had a second to review the email, let's discuss it. We can see that this is an email from Amazon support. A general email. Most people purchase items on Amazon, so an email from Amazon would probably make sense. But if you've done any type of business with Amazon, you know that's not an actual Amazon email. So that's one. Two, we're dealing with a sense of urgency again, right? Urgent, verify your account information. You've noticed some unusual activity. Two, says, Dear customer. That's a generic greeting. Doesn't name you by name. 3, if you hover over the verify account, you can see that that is actually not an Amazon web URL. It's also not a secure web link. It doesn't have the HTTPS. It becomes quite obvious that this is not an actual email from Amazon and it is a phishing attempt. They are trying to collect your information, or possibly if you click on that verify account link, it can try to install malware on your computer and then spread it to everyone in the organization or even at home. Next, we'll discuss whaling. Whaling is a phishing attack that targets high-level executives. Once again, it often involves urgent or sensitive requests. Some examples are CEO fraud and fake executive directives. Let's take a look at a whaling example. In this example, this email is addressed to the CEO of the company. It's from the legal department of some other company, and they want the CEO to review a document. And they want the CEO to review a subpoena that requires their immediate attention. So once again, hovering over the download subpoena link will show that it's going to a fake link. And there's also a legal threat and urgency. Failure to comply may result in legal action against the company. So they are trying to get you to click on that link, and we don't even know what's going to happen when you click on that link. Is it going to try to install malware? Is it going to ask you for login credentials to view the document? If you're unsure, you're going to want to send this over to your IT department, or you're going to want to talk to your own legal department and say, hey, is this something we need to be concerned about? Next, we'll discuss smishing, which are phishing attacks conducted via text. They often include a link to a malicious site or request for information, including login information, password, bank account information. And some examples of that are fake delivery notifications, account verification requests. Here's a smishing example from a bank. It would normally be one of the big banks that, they're just going to most likely guess that you've done business with the bank before. They've noticed suspicious activity detected on your account. Please verify your identity to prevent your account suspension. So once again, they're doing scare tactics and using urgency to get you to click on these links and give up your information. They want you to go to a link. Next, we have phishing, which is a phishing attack conducted over the phone, which often involves fraudulent phone calls claiming to be from trusted organizations. Some examples of that are fake tech support calls and IRS scams. Take a look at this phishing example, read it to yourselves, and think about, would you do what this victim did? Next, let's go over some tips. So you've received an email that looks legitimate, but you're not sure. Here are some things to keep in mind. 1, were you expecting that email? For example, if you sign up to a newsletter, you most likely receive an email from them asking to verify your address. Were you expecting an email from your HR department, from your boss, from your bank? Did you do a transaction that you're expecting a response from them? Did you create a tech support ticket and you're expecting tech support to reach out? 2, never call the number in the email or respond to the email asking them if this is legit. Because if it isn't, then you're most likely going to be speaking to the scammer, and the scammer is going to tell you, of course, this number is legit. Of course, this email is legit. Call me, I'll verify it. But it's a scam. 3, don't click on any links if you're unsure where they go or see that they go to a weird website, like we saw with the Amazon. If you click on that link, that's not taking you to an Amazon website, because that is not how Amazon structures their URL links. 4, if you receive a suspicious email from a bank, call the bank number on the back of your credit card or your debit card. 5, if it's from a retailer, go to their known website and contact them via chat or phone number. Their known website, what do I mean by that? Well, if you know a retailer's website, You type it into the address bar and you go right to it. Versus doing a Google search. You might do a Google search and you see the first one that pops up. You're like, oh yeah, that looks like it. And you click on it, and lo and behold, it's taking you to a fake website. So you want to always be sure you're going to the correct website. Next, if you receive an email out of the blue asking to reset your password and it asks you if you would like to keep your current password, click here. That's 100% fake. No website will ever ask you if you want to keep your current password. Click here. It will tell you your password is about to expire, you have to change it. And finally, if something is coming from your IT department and it looks suspicious, contact your IT department at a known contact number or email and make sure they actually sent it to you. So what have we covered in this presentation? What have we learned? We've discussed what is phishing. We've discussed some common types of phishing. And we've discussed some tips. Thank you for watching this presentation, and stay vigilant and stay secure. Have a great day.